Hello, and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. Continue. Oh, that's right. I was investigating Unlock the door. You unlock the door, put the key in the secret pocket you use for things that won't ever need to be referred to again. Good. Step in room 3C and discover. Holy crap. A massive pool of blood on the floor. And like Miss Brewster said, there's no body in sight. Investigate! Oh my god. Fish in the pool of... Yes? Oh, nothing. Must be shallower than it looks. Nothing interesting about the bed except that it's next to a massive pool of blood. Windows locked, so the killers must have come from inside the house! Ordinary wash basin. No clues here. There's a mirror. Check yourself for clues. Look at the mirror at yourself. Hey, Johnny! Smile. Not much different, really. Frown. Huh. Leave. Wait, I can fish, though. Fish in the basin. Handful of clean water! Let's go! You won't be needing this anymore. Wardrobe is locked. Very interesting. Throw a rug. Pretty ordinary. Check underneath of it. You roll the rug and... Whoa, what the heck? There's a crazy occult diagram underneath it. The lines and glyphs appear to have been burned onto the floor. You can see little bulbs of melted wax at the points of dodecagram. And it even smells faintly of weird incense. Was this some kind of ritual killing? Great, like a regular old murder wasn't enough. My god. Creepy occult circle, there's a lot of blobs of old wax on it and everything. Anything else I could find in here? Knock on the door. Let's report to Miss Brewster first. Okay. Miss Brewster! Down onto the floor. Miss Brewster? Well, Miss Brewster, had a look in room 3C. Did you find anything? I found a huge pool of blood. It was really gross. Did you find anything else? Yes, actually. An occult ritual circle. What? Oh my goodness. You think it was some kind of black magic sacrifice? I'm afraid it looks that way, yes ma'am. Well, I've always felt a lodger's religion was no business of mine, but I won't stand for this one bit. Are any of your lodgers involved in the cult? Do you know? I do recall that one of them specialized in selling occult supplies and paraphernalia. I'm afraid I don't remember which one. You'll have to ask around. Okay. Which one of you sick bastards did this? Johnny's on the case. No response. Try the knob, but the door's locked. You knock on the door. What are you doing out in the hallway like that? Don't you know there's a murder on the loose? I'm investigating the murder, actually. Oh, thank God somebody is. What do you know about the other salesman here? I know that there's a guy who sells occult stuff. I give him a wide berth, though. All I know about him is that he doesn't live in the room below the sunglasses salesman. I see. Neither of them are the victim, by the way. Okay, thank you. So he lives in the room below the sunglasses salesman. Okay. Below the sunglass salesman. Below the sunglass salesman. Yeah, oh hey, I know you. Oh yeah, you're the guy selling pants from before, right? That's me, what's up? Wanna buy some pants? Not just now investigating a murder. Oh yeah, real grisly business. You know the other salesman that live here? Not really, just the guy who sells those little Derringer pistols. He was complaining about the guy who lives right above him. That's the trinkets and baubles guy, cause he keeps making a racket, dropping stuff on the floor at night. That probably doesn't help you much though. Well, it's something, thanks. Okay, trinkets and baubles guy above the guy who sells the pistols. Got it. Who's there? I'm not opening this door with a killer on the loose. Investigating the murderer. Do you have any information that would help? There's a salesman here who specializes in occult stuff. That seems pretty suspicious to me. Which room is he in? I'm not sure, but isn't the one above me. He doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim either. Are there rooms downstairs? No. I mean, I'm just gonna go to each door anyways, because, you know. Hello? I'm investigating the murder. How well do you know the other salesman here? I don't know any of these guys, although I think there's a guy who sells brushes who's neighbors with a guy who sells pants. Ah, so that's the guy who sells brushes. Okay. I know the pants guy. I know the pants guy well. Hello, who are you? Investigating the murder. What can you tell me about the people who live here? Well, I'm pretty much keep to myself. All I know is about the other salesman. Is the one that about the other salesman is that the one who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. What? The one who lives next, he isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. That's the guy downstairs. The guy downstairs sells brushes because he lives next to the guy who sells pants. So, Jokes and Gags isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. So you aren't the guy who sells Jokes and Gags. Gotcha. Hey there, something I can help you with? Investigating murder. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, I was hoping you could give me some information about the people who live here. I don't really know any of these guys. There's a fella that sells Jokes and Gags somewhere on this floor, I think. There's a guy that sells pants, but all I can tell you about him is that he isn't the guy right below me. Sorry. Okay, so that guy must be a sunglasses salesman. Beneath the guy who's sunglasses salesman. So that guy doesn't sell brushes. Dun dun dun! Right? I believe that's right. It would have to be this guy then, 2A. He says the cold stuff doesn't live above me, and he doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim. So then it would be him, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be 2A who sells the cold stuff? Who lives in 2C? They didn't answer the door, locked. Because 2C is my room. Oh, well. Can I have a look inside? Certainly not. That's private. And you can't possibly imagine I would kill one of my lodgers. That'd be terrible for business. Guess you have a point there. What am I missing something here? Is there more people to talk to? I believe the cultist is in... Hold on, let me, that's what this guy said, right? Or no, not 2C. This guy. Don't kill me. All I know is the occult salesman doesn't live in the room below... He doesn't live in the room below the sunglasses salesman. And they're both still alive. So he doesn't live in the room below the sunglasses salesman. And they're both still alive. So, sunglasses salesman, guy who lives beneath him. Pants guy. Sell Derringers lives right underneath the guy who sells trinkets. Who sells Derringers? Maybe this guy sells Derringers and not sunglasses? Brushes salesman lives next to the pants salesman. So brushes and pants. Salesman who sells Jokes and Gags is the one who lives next to the one who lives above. So isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes? Isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells... So is this... So 3B then? Is it 3B? Guys I met is a Jokes and Gag seller who lives on this floor and a pants hawker who doesn't live in the room below me. He's the Jokes and Gags guy then, right? Or is 3D the Jokes and Gags guy? Oh, this is the Jokes and Gags guy. So 3B would be the cultist then, yeah? Because the cultist is the only one that the 3B is the one that I don't have a thing for? I think, right? Let's say it's 3B. Figured out who the occultist is. Maybe. If we confront him with it, he'll either confess or give us usable information. Are you certain you know which one it is? I won't have you accusing the wrong fellow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Shall we gather everyone together? Scene of the crime, so you can do a dramatic reveal like in the novels? Sure, if you want. I must say this whole murder business is simply dreadful, but it's the most interesting thing to happen here in years. Uh-huh. After 3C, after a few minutes, Miss Brewster... Wait, what was it again? 3B, right? Okay. Alright, well, I suppose you're all wondering why I've called you here today. I assumed it was so you could tell us who did the murder. Who did the murder. Yeah, that was my guess, too. Right, yeah. Yeah. Well, as you can see by this weird circle on the floor, this killing probably had an occult significance. Therefore, the most likely candidate, the occult good salesman, who is the guy in 3B, I believe. Should I look it up? What happens if I fuck this up? You know what? I'm looking it up. I'm gonna look it up. I will look it up. I'm sorry. I'm a bitch. 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 Occult salesman. Shadows overloading. It's 3B, right? It's 3B. I believe it's 3B. I cannot find it. This stupid thing is just telling me the same riddles that I've already seen. Fuck it. Whatever. 3B. The guy in 3B. What? No, I mean, yes, I do sell occult supplies, but that isn't even one of my circles. Oh, you actually accused me of his murder. You actually accused me of murder. Sorry, I worded that wrong. I think you're the only likely candidate. That's crazy. You're crazy. Tell it to the cops, but suddenly the wardrobe door flies open and a salesman jumps out. Aha, I fooled you all pretty good. What the? Who the heck are you? I'm the victim. I sell jokes and gags and stuff. How do you like my new giant fake rubber pool of blood? Isn't it a scream? Oh my god. Foots ring. Fraternal Order of Traveling Salesmen, which is difficult to make out in this small size, but it might be a farmer's daughter. Farmer's daughter makes you more likely to encounter traveling salesmen. Here, let me give you something to be good sport, kid. Wear it in good health. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta roll this blood back up, and 9 people in this tiny room is 8 too many. Return to the lobby. Wow. Well, that could have gone worse. That occultist gentleman was quite offended by your accusation, but I believe he'll get over it. Here's your pay, young man. I'm glad I got it right. Thanks. Glad to be of help. I'd say I'll call if I ever need your services again, but I think one exciting thing happening here every few years is quite sufficient. If it happens again, I'm just going to throw everyone out. Good idea. Very good idea, ma'am. What was I actually doing? Right, I was trying to make some meat so I could get into the fridge factory. Yeah. Barely have time to react as the ground shakes and shudders violently without warning, then bursts into a rain of earth as several large slimy tentacles forced their way out of the ground, writhing and twisting and groping at all surroundings. Incredibly, the reaction you barely had time to make was, ah! Fight them. Tentacles of death! You shall not pass! I'm just 8. Pop him. Skadoocious! Wiggle. Boom, baby. Get him. Good job, Gabby. Ouchers. Oh, heal me 1 HP. Good job, little buddy. I need to heal. Let me heal up and then attack this one, kill it. Boom. Have her slap that one. Thanks, little buddy. Bam, tentacles dead, baby. Oh, curious. Follow the trail of disturbed earth and cracked pavement, place where the tentacles popped out of the ground, to the place where, presumably, they popped in. And by presumably, I mean obviously, because that place is a house with slimy, wriggling tentacles poking out of all of its holes. Did you have to phrase it that way? Checking out the church first, baby. Anything over here? Nope, it's just the way out. Gabby. Anything on the far side? Nope. Hello? What's this? Grab it. Unpleasant Himmel. Crack it open and deal your muscle and spooky damage. Once per fight. Oh. Hello there. Oh no, what am I going to do? I was going to ask if everything's okay, but plainly not. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Services are cancelled for the moment. What's the matter? One of the urns has been stolen from our catacombs. Stolen! This tiny cathedral has catacombs? Well, it sounds nicer than basement. Are they particularly important ashes? Oh my goodness! We wouldn't keep the relics of a saint in a little cathedral like this. Our urns are just the ashes of former vicars and common community leaders and so on. But they're all important in their own way, and the bishop is due to arrive for an inspection soon. Funny how bishops always seem to be just about to arrive for an inspection somewhere. What? I'll look for it for you. Oh, thank you so much. Here, I'll unlock the door so you can have a look. Sorry, my brain just blanked. Mind your step on the way down, please. Those stairs are old and steep. Spare urns. Urn 1, urn 2. Read the guest book. Donk Hufferby, visiting from Saskatchewan. Seems like a dead end, and they sure have some weird names up in Canada. Charles Wallace, 111 Plunkett Street. Huh, there's an address for this antique store. You'll have to ask Charles about that next time you see him. Captain Augustus Dirch, 23 Kerwin Ave. This one might be follow-up. Captain Dirch's house. Sign the book. Sign your name and address after all the others. Anything else down here? Patch of tube moss growing. Sure. Eldritch Mish. Eldritch Mish. There's nothing else, right? Hold on. Double check, just make sure. Yeah, okay. Hold on, father. I must go to Dirch's house. The tentacle house. On your way to where you're going, you happen to notice a guy across the street. In particular, you notice that he's standing on top of a mailbox. He notices you too and extends his hand toward you for a handshake. You call out across the traffic. Hi. You realize that I'm about 30 feet away, right? Yeah, but I can't leave the mailbox. Sometimes I regret my curious nature, but I guess I'll ask anyway. Why can't you leave the mailbox? Come on over and I'll tell you. Location, mailbox. Walk over to him. I'll continue on my way, but I'll be over there in a second. Mr. Mailbox Man. Well, these are interesting. Amble. The rock is steaming. Why do the rocks in this yard have creepy glyphs painted on them? Weird. Jot it down. Oh, 11/10/82. Okay. Oh. Just leave. Amble away. 11/10/82. Something new to learn. What's it? I'm selling these fine leather jackets. I'm from the Municipal Census Bureau. I'm the milkman. Got your milk. Congratulations, you won a sweepstakes. Milkman, got your milk. I ain't drink that fat water. Get lost. I'm selling fine leather jackets. Don't whine any. Buzz off. I'm from the Municipal Census Bureau. There's nobody here about me and these 4 urns. Urns? 5 urns. Go away. Congratulations, you won a sweepstakes. Fair chance, never won nothing. Didn't. Hello? Didn't enter no sweepstakes, no house. Scram! Well, he's got urns. How do I... That's it, huh? See, this rock is steaming. Is that... Can I do something with that? Bucket of chum. You want to see my chum? Oh. I can't like use it here. Let's see what this is. 11/10/82. Plunkett Street. Finding path unexpectedly blocked by a huge pile of junk. A broken down car, a busted lamppost, a couch with springs poking out of it, and a wide variety of other sort of trash. Jeez, what happened here? Oh, Gabby has memory of it. There was an accident a couple of weeks ago. That car had a tire break and smashed on the lamppost. That explains the car and the lamppost, but why are they still here? And what's with all this other junk? City trash takeaways are all contractors now. And who wanted to pay for it? Nobody. So a car waits there. And people put junk there because that's the place where junk is. Huh. Well, I guess we go around. No, not in the street. That's dangerous. Look at the lamppost for what a car can do. Well, sure, but the traffic isn't bad right now. And here, it's not any problem. Gabby starts picking up junk and stacking it out of the way, clearing a path in the middle of the pile. Thanks, Gabby, but that's not really... Heave-ha! The mighty shove, Gabby knocks the wrecked car over on its side and wrestles it into a parking spot. Wow. Gabby sure showed that car where car goes. Whew. Gabby muscles increased by 1. Yeah, if the antiques thing doesn't work out, you could go job threatening to park people's cars for them. Man, sometimes when I read, I'm just the dumbest human being on the planet. Maybe this date will give me something that I can use to get the urn back. Or maybe not. Kill me! 82. Wait, no, 82. What am I doing? Cover story for the date, sinking of the Proquad, a whaling vessel that operated off the coast of Ocean City. Story says the wreck had only one survivor, Captain Augustus Dirch. Despite his best efforts to go down with the ship, he was rescued and transported to shore by a friendly otter. Honestly tragic and adorable. Can I go back now and have like something else to say to him? A young man wearing a flour-dusted apron swaggers up to you with a loaf of French bread on his shoulder and an arrogant sneer on his face. Hey man, this is Doughboy territory. If you want to walk down the street, you gotta pay the toll. What's the toll? 5 meat. That's all? Alright, now it's 10 meat. I don't have any meat. Too bad for you then, chump. Guess I just have to take it out of your head. Your hide. Hide. Skabam! Skididdle diddle. No, Dave! How dare you hurt Dave, you bastard. Oh, he has a healer too. I didn't even notice that. Gabby, get rid of the healer. There you go. Good job, Gabby. Now we finish this boy off. Skadoosh. Parmesan missile. Parmesan. Take the Parmesan missile, fool. The Parmesan missile. Dave the turtle grew stronger. Let's go, Dave. Okay. Can I say something else to him? Selling more jackets and just bureau. I want to ask you about the porpoise. Alright. You better come in. Alright, you better come in, old man. Old, gray, bearded man, the sea captain's head is glaring at you suspiciously. What do you want? I'm from Ocean City Watchful Eye, you know, the newspaper? Don't trust newspapers, nor newspaper reporters neither. Well, nor others. Fortunately, I'm only one of those 3 things. Can I ask you about the porpoise? Ain't nothing to say. Storm blew up unexpected. We hit a funny rock. All hands lost. It was decades ago. Why are you bothering me now? Well, it's a slow news day. What was funny about the rock? You ever see a 30-foot black basalt obelisk sticking straight out of the ocean? Can't say I have. Me neither. And I'd been sailing for that route for years. So I guess when you said funny, you didn't mean as in ha-ha. What's with the rocks in your front yard? I ain't know nothing about those, except for date marker I put. Did they just come out of the house? Come with the house? No one pops up new one pops up every once in a while. What's that got to do with anything? Well, nothing, I guess. How many men were there in your crew? It was Pegleg, Handsome Jeff, and Less Handsome Jeff, and old Barnacle Face. He looks askance at a row of urns. And the other one, so 5. What's the 5th sailor's name? I ain't recall. He was new, just signed on for the last voyage. Didn't talk much. Eerie fella, to be honest. Eerie. Spooky. And that's all I got to say about him. We have a lot of urns. Crew's bodies washed ashore after a time. Didn't figure they'd want a sea burial after what happened. So I had them cremated. Well, except 5th fella would have never found. I ain't recall how that urn got here. He was a member of the crew, right and proper, though, so he got as much right to be here as any of them. You ever visit the little cathedral? Sure. I used to go and pay my respects once in a while, back before my knees started acting up. Got plenty of urns to talk to right in here, though, huh? So, you talk to the urns? Yep. We shoot in the breeze. We live old glories and such. You say that like they talk back. They do, and I can see your face that you don't believe me, so you can't ask yourself. So you can ask him yourself, landlubber. I guess I'll have to chat with your urns then. Fine, but if you got any more questions for me, ask him now. I'm tired of all this chit chat. Not asking questions, thanks. Hello? Your urn doesn't respond. Anybody there? I'm gonna take the captain's voice. Yar there, handsome Jeff. You can speak freely now, sailor. I got rid of that old no-good landlubber. Yar, Captain. What was it they wanted? Nothing important. Your basic landlubber prattle, trying to sell newspapers and like that. Pay it, no, never mind. Aye, Captain. Keep talking to me here. So, how you be doing there, handsome Jeff? Smooth sailing, Captain. You feel like taking over the old times? Sure, I mean, yar, why not? Right then, which particular yarn from the past have you got on your mind? Oh, actually, let's talk about you. Me. That fella next to you, less handsome Jeff, eh? So is this judgment for your relative appearances literal, or is it more of an ironic reversal sort of deal, yar? Well, you never... Wait a minute. Don't you remember what we actually look like? Yes, of course we do. Gotta go by. Handsome Jeff, Lance Handsome Jeff, Peg Leg Johnny, Barnacle Face, and this is the fifth sailor. So, sailor, how goes it? I'd ask what's new, but, You're not talkative one, are you, matey? I suppose you never did or come to that. So, well, as you were then, I could use some smokes, Captain. What? Smokes. Smokes isn't cigarettes? Aye. What does an urn want with cigarettes? Alright then, just leave them on the table like usual, please. Fish. What I get? A root beer taffy. I got a salty fishing rod. Oh. Try to pet. The cat shies away from your touch. You notice he's wearing a collar that says Ishmael. Aw, that's funny. Any word on those smokes? Ah, he smokes right. Aren't you worried about getting the ashes mixed up? Just leave them on the table there for me, Captain. Can I learn anything from them? My Captain, cloud in the sky. Good, great. Are you in a chatting mood? Maybe later. Really, that or something. I don't think I learned anything from talking to them. But can't I just take it? Why can't I just take the urn? I would think this is clearly the one I'm looking for, right? I mean... Where would I get smokes even? Oh, the store. Doy. Stop short of your turn and corner and duck behind a lamppost down the street. 3 doughboys are hanging out with a thick cloud of smoke. On closer inspection, well, distant squinting, none of them have cigarettes. Where's all the smoke coming from? One of them is waving his arms mystically. Are they conjuring flour? It's a good trick, but it doesn't seem like a great idea to stand there breathing it. Huh. I'll avoid them. Probably because they're all standing inside a thick cloud of flour. Makes sense. Hey. Hi, Marvin. Hi, Marvin. I'm Johnny. What are you doing up there? A stunt. A stunt? Doesn't seem particularly stunty. You're just sitting there. Yeah, but I've been sitting here for, it says watch, 7 months, 15 days, 9 hours, and 41 minutes. Why? Why? It's a stunt. Okay, but are you protesting something or just trying to attract attention to some kind of cause? Nope. Do you have money riding on this? Is it for a bet or a contest? Nope. I feel like you don't really get the concept of a stunt. I guess not. Say, would you mind helping me out with something? Sure, what's up? Mainly been eating snackle cakes while I've been up here, and I'm out. Can you grab some more from me? Snackle cakes? Are you serious? I'll admit, they're an acquired taste. And I guess nobody other than you wanted to acquire that taste of powdered milk mixed with sawdust with the nails still in it. Because snackle mills went out of business years ago. Yeah, but the shelf life of those things is incredible. It's what makes them so good for stunt rations. I got a supply from Herman's Grocery down the street. Would you pick me up some more? Yeah, okay, I'll be right back. To Herm's! It's closed! Yank the boards off. Go in anyway. Oh, it's dark in here. Useless. But wait, yeah, fine. But what? Just kidding, there's nothing, you bitch. Dig through it. Lip balm, okay. Barbecue tongs, what are those used for? Register is empty unless you know someone accepts mouse droppings as currency. Look behind the counter. Snackle Mills Factory. Okay, guessing I'm gonna need to go there. Hey! Dig through it. Single shoot. Check for the second one. There isn't a second one. Son of a bitch. Bored looking hobo. Hey there. Hey, hello there. I'm Johnny. Pleased to... Samuel? Go to Hiram's Grocery. Is this it? Was when out been sitting. A couple of them. You've been standing here the whole time. Right. Well, good luck. Yeah, good luck there, buddy. We're just gonna let you be. Okay, so I need to go there. Hold on. Let me go back to the store here. Two goblins wearing shorts with suspenders and carrying those things. Those matching band things. They're like an upright harp, except instead of strings, they have metal xylophone bars. Those things. Anyway, these goblins are carrying those, and they interrupt you. Hi, hello. Hi, what's up? You are intruding on the territory of Glocklin's Inn. Of the Glocklin's Inn. Am I? I don't know what a Glocklin is. We are Glocklins. We both. We are the toughest all street gangs in Ocean City. That think you about that? Sure, I guess you look pretty tough. That's true, we do. Your xylophones are pretty cool too. What? Xylophones? These are glockenspiels. That we have. Oh, Glocklins. I get it now. So outraged over that. I think we shall be mugging. I just realized they're German. What? Why do I have a tentacle on my side? I mean, I'll take it, I guess. Get him, tentacle. Nice job. Go ahead and kill this guy. Slap him, Gabby. Ding, ding, ding. Yep, he'll gab. She needs it. Skadoosh. Parmesan missile. A little bit of slappy-doom. A little slappy from the fucking tenty. Cool, thanks for the help, tentacle. You got Glockenspiel necklace and Glocklin mallet ball. Wait, real quick. Was this a new weapon? Let's try hot damage. I don't know if it does a whole lot, but let's see. Can I buy smokes from here? Hello's going, see what's for sale. Cola Wars rations cigarettes. I need these for that guy. Okay, I got the ciggies. Go back to Dirch's house. You stop dead in your tracks when you see three of those weird fishmen lurking in the mouth of an alley up ahead. They're peering around with their glistening, staring eyes and glurbling at each other quietly until one of them notices you. It and its two companions start stalking toward you, making wet, growling sounds. Ah, geez, what even are you guys? Globe. Well, are you evil invaders, or are you natives that were dispatched by urban development, seeking to reclaim what's rightfully yours? Confer briefly. Evil? Okay, thanks. As long as we're on the same page. Shove past them. I ain't got time for this malarkey. Get out of my way, chum. You shove past the fisherman. Those slimy hands can't find purchase to grab you. Stride away. They glurble angrily at you, but either they're too startled to make any further issue of it, or they're trying to basically keep a low profile. Either way, you make it out of there unscathed, except for the fish line. Whew. He smokes, right. You're worried about it, then just leave him on the table. Okay. This table, put the eggs in too. Alright, matey, your smokes have been upon that table. The table, as you wanted. Appreciate it, Captain. And you hide behind the captain who's snoring in his chair. After a minute, the bookcase slides aside and an unshaven, shifty-looking guy pokes his head out and glances around surreptitiously. Then he tiptoes over to the table, picks up a pack, and returns to the secret door. Bookcase slides shut behind him. Well, what do you know? I knew there was something fishy about this here bookcase. Where's Lieutenant Harper? Check Seaman's manual reports. Check practical secret doors in the home of a handyman. Tilt the book forward and nothing happens. So you pull the book all the way off the shelf and nothing happens. So you flip the book open and you start rifling through the pages until you find one of the page corner turned down. Diagram on the page shows 3 most common unobtrusive latch mechanisms for bookshelves-based secret doors. On a closer inspection, this bookcase is using the second one. Now you can open the secret door whenever you're ready. Sick. Hello, fool. What are you doing in here? Hey, what are you doing in... Are you seriously about to ask me what I'm doing in here? Yeah. Even as I was saying it, it sounded stupid. How did you find me? I hid and watched when you came out for your smokes. Oh, that was you, huh? I thought the captain's voice didn't sound right. So what's the deal? Well, it's basically just what it looks like. It looks like you're hiding in this old man's house to rob him while he sleeps. In that case, it's not at all what it looks like. I'm listening. I'll admit it, at first I was planning on robbing him. I figured an old sea captain must have a secret treasure, right? He wasn't a pirate. No, it turned out he's just a lonely old man and nobody to talk to except his old sailing buddies, so I started hanging out back here and chatting with him through the wall. You didn't find it strange? He was a little spooked at first, but once I'd gotten a handle on how the different voices should sound and learned enough to keep up with the anecdotes, he relaxed. It's nice to have someone to talk to, even if the situation is kind of weird, right? So that's all. Do this just because you feel sorry for him? Yeah, well, I won't pretend I don't like having somewhere to stay rent-free, and his pension from the shipping company is pretty good. Short-term memory is kind of bad, so he doesn't pay much attention to the fact that he's buying food for 2 people. He's a good guy, and it's an easy life. Don't screw this up for us, okay? Wait, what is it to you anyway? Hear about the urn. Oh, yeah, that was probably a mistake. He mentioned the 5th sailor a few times, so I thought he might like to have a whole crew together, you know? So I lifted a random urn from the little cathedral to fill the spot. It seemed like a good idea at the time. The vicar needs it back. Okay, it'll be weird if it just vanishes, though. Can you swap it for another one? The captain doesn't open them, so you won't notice if there's no ashes in it. Fine, I'll see what I can do. I know where to go. Back to the cathedral. Oh, I found some taffy. Cool, sure, thanks. Here, purse is just entirely filled with saltwater taffy. Yes, it's Gabby's favorite. I guess it's spearmint taffy. Neat. Thanks, Gabby. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, Gabs. I need to go around you. Bum, 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 bum. Take the urn. Head on back to Dirch's house. Chugga, 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 chugga. Say there, would you like to purchase a set of encyclopedias? God, no. I thought you might say that. Understandable. Understandable. But what if I told you that this was no ordinary encyclopedia? Do you think there's something you're likely to tell me? Do you think that's something you're likely to tell me? So likely as to be certain. Step a little closer, would you? You would. He opens the trench coat and reveals a set of dog-eared paperback books. This is no collection of boring facts. This is an encyclopedia of blue humor. A multi-volume collection of lewd and a trove of truly tasteless treasure. A set of books with dirty jokes. Precisely, and it's yours for the measly price of only 200 meat. No thanks. I see. Don't want all these people seeing you buy it. He sweeps his arm around, gesturing at nobody. What people? I just don't want it. I'll find you later, somewhere more private. Slowly back away from him. I don't like that he wants to find me privately. Place, earn of service. Blah, blah, blah. Back here. Diddle 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 diddle. Going to church. Put the urn back. Oh, I can't put it back. Woo! Man, my nose is not doing good today. Found the missing ashes. I did. Here you go. Wonderful. I'll get this polished and restrained right away. Blessings upon you, my child. In fact, let me make this blessing literal. I have some holy water and Saint Polycarp. What? Of Saint Polycarp. Here somewhere. Ah, here we go. He takes out a little bottle and sprays it. Splashes some on your forehead. Perk Saint Polycarp's forehead muscle. Thanks. Say, he was actually in there anyway. Unfortunately, we don't know his name, but he was a sailor who washed ashore here. Oh, after a shipwreck. Some of the locals took him in, but he didn't survive the night, poor fellow. He was entered here as an act of charity. Was that about 50 years ago, give or take? Oh, no, it was more like 300 years ago. Huh, interesting. How intriguing. Yes, please. I only have 20 left. I can't do anything with 20. Ah. Okay. That mission done. Let's go to Snack Mills. Actually, wait. Nope. I cannot go to Snack Mills. We'll do this fight with the tentacles. I wonder if they take hot damage. Let's find out. Skadoosh! Hit him with the heat. Oh, yeah, nice. Slap him, Gabs. Heal me up, buddy. Heal myself. Finish him off. Whoop-ah! Go ahead, give him a slap. Boom, bitch. You think you can take me down, you fool! I have the power of Dave by my side. You can't stop me. Keep walking just in case. Alright. We will call it here, and I will get into the Snack Mills next time. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.